what's happening with privacy? Do you think that privacy needs a new definition? Are we in a spiral where nothing is sacred anymore? It seems like we've gone from who we are to what we do that our people are tracking. Just give, why don't we start with you, Kay? Just give us a quick view on how you see privacy going forward.
Yeah, we deal with this on a regular basis, and actually recently, particularly because Facebook has been getting hammered with some of its applications in the press, we've been getting a lot of calls from the media wanting us to speak on this issue. And I have a really simplistic position on it, and that the company really builds its philosophy around, which is actually relatively hard to execute for most social networks. You gotta let the consumer know what you're doing. If you start with that premise and invite them to opt into it, some of the privacy issues are necessarily less relevant. And so just to be clear about what we're talking about, and we'll use Facebook as an example. Part of the problem with their beacon advertising approach is that they weren't letting their consumers know that they were being tracked, and then they weren't letting their consumers know that that data that they were tracking was being served up to advertisers to serve information to them. In fact, most people were pretty offended about it, and once they realized that data about it, and Joel and I were having a conversation about this at the start of this tonight. Most people aren't even aware, let's call them fingerprints, that you leave, whether it's surfing the web or you use a credit card online or offline, and that in most of the places in our daily interactions that we engage with, whether buying something or talking to someone or sending someone an email, you offer up information about yourself. And I think it's a necessary evil, but I think that privacy issues come about when a company like ours or MySpace or whomever begins to use that information without your permission, and more importantly, begins to use that information to I wouldn't say underhandedly, but to begin to serve up more opportunities for you to spend more, to engage more with other contents and so on without you opting in. So a lot of this stuff is negated if you immediately let the consumer know. And here's a surprising part. Most of the time when we have opt-in awareness for these types of things, many consumers still do it. It's still invited, and particularly in the 18 to 26 age range, which happens to be the sweet spot for a lot of social networks. The younger audience is much, much more comfortable with how much information they have on the web, on these profiles, than people from my generation and all that.
Alan, you're talking to a lot of CEOs that are rolling out these networks. Is this a concern of theirs at all?
Well, I think, yeah, I think to go on with what you just said, Kay, I think one-to-one privacy is very easy, right? Which is I go to a website and I read their policy about how they're going to use my information. The issue today is it's not just about one-to-one, it's about one-to-one to one and potentially many. And I'll give you an example. Recently to use Facebook as another example, one of the more popular bloggers, his name is Robert Scoble, wound up scraping, which is using a program to look at the screens of everybody in his account, which he has about 5,000 friends in his Facebook account. He then took all that information, what I call personally identifiable information, email, address, name, and so forth, and took it out to another program, and then imported it into that program. Is that allowed? Well, Facebook doesn't allow that, but I think we're going to start to see more and more of that, is how can I use the data from my friends to then take it where I want to go? It's called data portability, and I think it's going to be a very hot topic this year as more and more social networks open up their social graph. It's the big term right now for it. How are they going to police what goes on when that data is outside of their network? And I think that's really where privacy is going, because again, it's so simple when it's just one-to-one, but when we're sending it to our friends, how are they using it? Do we have to give them permission on how to use it? Do I have to say to you, okay, you can use my email address in your address book, but you can't use it to give it to somebody else? And then what happens when somebody gets 5,000 friends and then sells those email addresses? So I think that's where I see privacy going as a topic this year.
How many of you have a Facebook account? I'm going to scrape everyone.
You gotta be my friend first.